From sarcastically swatting away a personal question.
Did you consider her your girlfriend?
Oh my God. This is going horribly.
To putting a passive-aggressive host in her place.
Stop it with, and you do this, and you're mean, and you're that. You are not the one to interview a person who does humor. Sorry.
Here are 8 times comedians shut down disrespectful interviewers. Starting with the time Louis C.K. appeared on Jay Leno's show, only to be roasted for his outfit.
That is probably the most heterosexual outfit I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is
right now. It just, you look like a man who tried to dress himself.
Well, you look like a cop.
Is it inside out?
I do. You look like you're protecting the president.
Well,
I hope I can say this without insulting you.
Yes.
You're the weirdest looking person on the planet Earth.
But he shut down Jay's outfit insults for good.
Jay,
I'm sure
if you weren't famous and you robbed a bank and the dude was describing you to like a police sketch artist, he'd be like, no, seriously, what did he look like? Nobody looks like this. Nobody looks like you.
Really?
I can't believe I'm looking at you all the time I'm looking at you.
Another comedian who fired back with humor was Eddie Murphy on The Dick Cavett Show, when the host asked an unexpected question after the comedian confirmed that he had seen Huckleberry Finn.
Are you offended by the word in it?
Why? Where'd that come from?
Prompting the host to repeat the word.
No, it's just that there's a big flap in various parts of the country where people want that, great American novel taken off the shelves because the word him as a character.
I thought you would say the various parts of the country where they enjoy hearing someone say that on television.
Oh, no.
And this is cable. It's like we're sitting in Memphis like this. I like that, Kevin, boy.
Leaving Dick on the defensive.
You see him saying right in front of us? I don't like it. Sitting 2 inches away.
You know me better than that.
While Eddie Murphy had to deal with an insensitive host, Trevor Noah had to handle an interviewer who was a little too sensitive. Trevor Noah was on BBC when the host turned the topic to racial sensitivity.
Do you now regret some of the jokes you made? Let me give you an example. You said, my mother, black South African, was saying, get me a white guy, get me a white guy. Well, my father was white Swiss. Of course, he liked chocolate.
That sounds funny to me, even when you say it. That sounded really funny. Why would I regret that?
Nevertheless, the interviewer kept trying to prove her point.
About African Americans, you have said this. You are not African, but we play along. It's a very loose term, African American, because half the time you use it for people who aren't even African. As long as you're black, they say African American.
I didn't deliver it like that. You're not doing my jokes justice.
Okay, all right.
Leading him to hilariously demonstrate what he meant.
What you're doing right now is the equivalent of me saying, now it's raining more than ever. I'll be here with you forever. You can always be my friend, standing under my umbrella. Ella, 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 A, Ella, 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 A. I seem like a mad person right now.
Unlike Trevor Noah, who got serious with his interviewer, Hannibal Buress decided to have a little fun with his instead, over the seating arrangement.
I didn't know we were doing my segment on a couch. I thought I was gonna linger behind y'all in those seats over there. That'd have been better. We should just do the interview just lingering right here.
All right.
Like, hey, what's going on?
Hey.
It's me lingering.
What's up?
I like this. This is better. It's not awkward.
But it was awkward, and Hannibal wasn't done.
Our couch is awfully comfy, though.
It's all right. It's all right as far as couches go.
Are you a little chilly? You can take the blanket and cozy up there if you want to.
The guys just don't respect the decorative throw.
It's not, I thought it was, it's for warmth.
Finally, Hannibal didn't let her get the interview under control.
We like to use it for decoration, but it is very warm and comfy.
That's a waste if it's just decoration.
That move tells me you're not married.
I'm not married, no.
Because your wife would say, why are you using the decorative throw?
And I'd say, because I paid for the decorative throw, and now it's decorating my legs because I'm cold.
Another comedian who completely took over an interview was Richard Ayoade, who went on Channel 4 News to talk about his book, despite not being a fan of interviews.
If you were asking yourself a question now, what would it be?
I mean, couldn't you get anyone else to come?
You know what happens now, in that normally in an interview like this, I ask you a few questions about your book.
Yes.
Because that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, cool.
So I then ask you something serious.
Yes.
Now, the serious thing I'd like to ask...
Which I will parry.
And he made good on that promise.
Because the other... I don't dislike interviews. It's a bit more like, it's like commuting. I accept it as a part of this. But no one, loves it with all... but it's fine.
Well, I get that, but give me something in return? I mean, because the other part...
That was not a good chat-up line.
Nevertheless, the interviewer tried to save the interview.
Have been pushing this big campaign about diversity in television.
Yes.
And you're not going to go there as a subject.
How do you mean go there as a subject?
Well, do you
go there as a subject?
I do, personally,
Where are
yes.
you? Where are you?
I think there should be more, but now you're interviewing me.
But in the end, Richard came out on top.
But Richard, thank you very much indeed for coming.
Don't thank me, I've done nothing for you.
Conan O'Brien also refused to give his interviewer anything when Howard Stern asked a highly personal question about his ex-girlfriend, Lisa Kudrow.
She said when she got married, she was a virgin. So...
What's the deal?
But Conan deflected the questions.
I'm impotent.
No, you're not. You're not impotent.
I tried several times and I just couldn't.
No, seriously, you had with her, right?
What, please? A gentleman doesn't tell tales.
Yeah, but so in other words, you had with her.
Oh, please, Howard.
You know what?
No, we weren't married. I don't believe in premarital sex. And kids out there, if you're listening, it's wrong. Save yourself.
Causing Conan to share his feelings.
Did you consider her your girlfriend?
Oh, my God. This is going horribly.
I thought we'd come in here and talk about all the good times we had together.
If it was true, you would be doing Lisa a huge favor to say, yes, it is true. We never had...
Never had sex.
Really?
Not to lie, Conan.
You just said I could say that.
And in the end, Howard couldn't get what he wanted from Conan.
Conan, we've learned nothing about you through this whole interview.
I know, I'm sorry.
While Conan played it cool, Joan Rivers gave her interviewer a piece of her mind.
You are not the one to interview a person who does humor. Sorry.
Are we serious?
It started with the interviewer criticizing Joan's cutting brand of humor.
Even with your fashion critiquing, while it's very mean in some ways, people can't wait to hear what you have to say. Really? It's not mean?
You can. It's not mean. I tell the truth. I'm sure I say the same things that all your viewers say to their friends sitting next to them on the couch.
But she kept pushing.
You have some shock value to you. I mean, on the cover of your book, you're wearing a fur, and you knew that there would probably be animal rights activists.
You know, this whole interview is becoming a defensive interview.
No!
Are you wearing leather shoes?
Yes.
Shut up. You're wearing leather shoes.
I'm not an activist.
You're eating chicken.
Yeah.
You're eating meat. I don't want to hear this nonsense. Come to me with a paper belt, and I'll talk to you.
Despite Joan's clapback, the interviewer didn't stop.
But you did hear it in some of those press conferences. There were people who were upset, and you're just saying,
no, I'm going. I really am going, because all you have done is negative.
No.
All you have done is negative.
Causing Joan to finally put her foot down.
I make people laugh for 50 years. I am put on earth to make people laugh. My book is funny. I wear fur that was killed 15 years ago. I work for animal rights. Stop it with, and you do this, and you're mean, and you're that. You are not the one to interview a person who does humor. Sorry.
Are we serious?
While Joan walked out on her interviewer after calling her out, Cat Williams went for the throat when a radio host mentioned his past arrests, breaking a promise to keep it off limits.
Damn, you good at heating stuff up.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell you. But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
Right.
But Wanda made it personal.
And help me get to the salon. All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of...
That joint was. My hair is 19 inches long, and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled fingers.
And she kept up the attacks.
Whatever, little mama.
I'm Lil Mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
Oh, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
yes,
big
ma'am.
in prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19 felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it off. Prison and jail aren't the same.
Causing Cat to deliver the final blow.
Only one of us has $12 worth of jewelry on. If you want to have Wanda's jewelry, please go to Citgo or Quick Trip at any point. If you buy 2 packs of Newport 100s, they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash. Won't you come on down?
Showing her what happens when you disrespect a comedian.